Well, here we are, finally. The breakdown of Everyone Knows That, my cover. Don't want to confuse anybody for thinking this is the breakdown of the original song, which I don't know how far I'd get with that, but I can see. Thanks for tuning in. This might be a long one. I don't know. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head. I don't have anything scripted, but before we get into this breakdown, I'd like to just give the subscribers that just subscribed. I just passed my 1,000 subscribers, so this is my thank you, a breakdown, and as well, I will finally put this song on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere for you to enjoy. Oh yeah, and I want to tweak some things because I did get a couple of comments about some, but I thought I'd introduce myself. And if you don't really care about me introducing myself, you can skip right to this timestamp. I know some of you are just like, okay, man, cool. But I'd like to at least let my subscribers know, maybe this will get me some more traction to my music, my Spotify. I'd appreciate it if you follow me. Like, that means a lot. I've been doing this for a long time, and it's good to see growth every once in a while. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Jeffrey, MMVEIII. Weird name, but it's basically Roman numerals for 2008. That's the year I started doing music production. That's this year I opened this exact software and looked at it and said, wow, this is really cool. I want to do this forever. I honestly, 15 years later, 16 years, I'm still using this software. So 16 years later, I'm still using this software, and I'm really blessed to see how far I've come. I've tried all kinds of things, EDM, hip hop, pop, hit, you name it. So, except country. But yeah, I'm based out of Florida. I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter. I've been producing way longer than I've been singing. So, surprisingly, I sound good in this. I've only been singing about 5 years, so had some time to get prepared. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the song.
Shadow, she creeps, a web of light she weaves. Her eyes burn like a flame. Whoa, whoa. Her whisper sweet like honey. She plays a dangerous game as she's calling my name. Whoa, whoa.
Cool. All right. So usually the song always, well, it's interesting starting a song. Like, how is a song gonna start? And I watched a couple of YouTube videos of covers and remakes, and I wanted to make sure I was kind of getting an idea. So, of course, I kept it simple. I tried to find drums that sound as similar to the original, and you're gonna hear that a lot. I tried to make everything as close to the original as I could, and then I added a bit of my own elements. So, of course, we have our kick. Simple kick from like this 80s sounding drum pack thing that I downloaded. And then the snare, which sounds pretty close. And to get kind of close, I'll use this song as the reference up here. To get kind of close, I just kind of go back and forth. Like, how does the song sound, the original, and then how does my version sound? And since this isn't lined up to the chorus, I need to really fix that. Yeah, I try to take note of what's going on here, and I made slight adjustment with the EQ. For those who don't know what you're looking at, this is kind of just a way to make your drums or anything that you touch sound drastically different or minimally different. So you don't want to mess anything up, you know what I mean? So that's basically what it does. Adding bass. So the bass is, I'll show you my bass real quick. This is my lovely bass, the only bass that I have and probably will ever own. Yamaha RBX, I think 170 or 140. I really don't know. I just corrected myself. But yeah, this is a great bass to just really record anything with. All around kind of studio sounding bass, and I wanted to make sure I was getting the right tone out of it. So I ran that through basically this a plugin, and then I exported it out into the track. So I'm not, I'm just saving CPU, and then I'm just compressing it, which kind of just reduces the volume if it gets too loud or too quiet. It's all kind of glued together. So this plugin does compression. Bit of EQ. I do like the fullness of it, but just to make room for other instruments, I definitely wanted to take a bit of the EQ out of this area just so there's more, room for more instruments. And then over here, we have our chords. So cool, right? 80s sounding chords. And I was really surprised at some of the comments I read, because I do read the comments, guys, okay? A lot of you say this doesn't sound like 80s or 90s, and I'm like, are you sure about that? Clearly, I tried to go for the 80s tone. I mean, this is 80s sounding. This plugin is basically an 80s plugin, so, I mean, based off a real emulation of a synthesizer. So I try to find the closest things I could that sounded the 80s and then use them, and then just wrote the chords in. I mean, simple chords. These are ones that I just came up with. This is, what I thought it would work. And that was kind of the hardest part, was finding the right chords that will work in the verses, because you listen to the chorus so much, you don't even know like what comes after that. You just, okay. I'll get to the vocals just a bit, but I definitely want to break down this area here. So let me break down a couple of the areas. I think there's some stuff in here that you probably didn't even notice, like this sound. It's real quiet, but it's there. I'll turn it up for you. So there's basically like a guitar melody that I played on my guitar, and I tried to okay, so I was listening to this version. I think it might be here on my screen. Or is it? No, this might not be it. And by the way, a shout out to the guy who made this. I will try to link it, because I don't want to just be like, oh, this is just random one I found. Like, I'll try to credit the person. But yeah, I use this as a reference just for a couple of guitar parts. Yeah, but that guitar was just there because I heard it in another version on YouTube. Don't know which one, I forgot. There's a lot. And I wanted to kind of emulate it, but find a way to do it. Find a way to do it on my guitar. I was like, how do I get that wonky sound? What I used was Guitar Rig, and I'll show you what that looks like. I don't always use, I didn't record everything with this plugin. I just basically went through a bunch of presets and tried to piece together something that works. So like if I click on any one of these, something will load up, and it looks cool, right? It's a pretty cool looking plugin. But yeah, that's basically how I got the sound. I record it, and then I take it and export it out into the track, and then I start processing. So as you can see, a bit of EQ going on here. Yeah, I just kind of repeated that, and it does keep going. So I mean, I played it for a while. It's not like it wasn't the best take, but it worked for whatever it was. And then after that, I ran it through this plugin called Superplate. It's like one of my favorite plugins for reverb, and it really sets like a ambient tone to it. Washy effect. Yeah, and then I just kind of blended it in back with the track, just really low key, just to keep it in there. And yeah. Now, this sound. This plugin is like the most 80 sounding plugin I've ever found. And you can't, like, looking at it, it's like, bro, I mean, it's based off a real synthesizer, but just, yeah. Sounds, look at me, look at the preset name. Like, I named it, but that was a long time ago. And then this is another layer of it right here. Yeah, so then I combine them together, I put them into a channel, and then I add my favorite plugin, reverb plugin, and add a bit more depth to it. So without it, it sounds kind of dry. And I kind of do like the sound of it dry, but I feel like it just needed a bit more ambience, you know? So it's like, it's nice, but it's like, I just want more nostalgia. I don't know. It might be subjective. To me, it's like a chef's kiss. So I just, you know, I chef kiss it. You might unsubscribe. I'm sorry. We got this. Oh yeah, this is the same plugin. This is just adding more chords into it. Cool. And then before we get into the chorus, let me just break down the vocals real quick.
In the shadows she creeps, her web of light she weaves, her eyes burn like a flame. Whoa, whoa. Her whisper sweet like.
So as you can see, there's a couple takes here that are muted. I did a lot of takes, guys, okay? And there was a comment on YouTube that said, bro actually doesn't need auto-tune. Yes, I do. I mean, I know in the 80s they didn't even have to auto-tune, which very impressive, right? But for me, it's like, I want to make sure I maintain perfection throughout this whole track, and I want it to sound as best as I possibly can for you guys, okay? This plugin is an auto-tune plugin. It's not probably used, it doesn't look like the ones you've probably seen before, but it's an auto-tune plugin, and I try to keep it like subtle, you know? This is all the way up like T-Pain, like Robot, and I don't think you want to hear that. I'll play it anyway, just so you can hear it.
In the shadows she creeps, her web of light she weaves, her eyes burn like a flame.
Surprisingly, it's not as T-Pain as I thought it was gonna be, but I pulled it back, you know, just to have a bit of more natural sound to my voice. Yeah, this is how I process my vocals. For this track specifically, I wanted to make sure I was kind of getting more 80s modern feel, and I know that a lot of you were saying it doesn't sound 80s enough, but it's like a very clean sound, and that's kind of what I was going for, not just with the vocals, the entire track. Because you listen to the track, the original, it's like, this is so 80s sounding, and like the way it sounds like through tape or whatever it's running through, it just sounds old, you know? And my version sounds so crisp, clean, and modern. It's like, now I start to understand what you guys mean by like, oh wow, this is, it has a feel, but it doesn't sound like 80s enough, which I can understand. So I thought I'd clear things up, because I was like, are you guys messing with me right now? Because clearly I tried to make this sound 80s as possible, but it still sounds modern. And even my vocals, I'm not an 80s singer, by the way. I'm a pop singer. You take a listen to my stuff.
Seems like I fell right through the cracks. Yeah, talk to me, babe. I'm Santa Claus. My face. Where's the cake? Where's the praise? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I sound like. I EQ my vocals. Let me just solo my vocals.
Her wish was sweet like honey. She plays a dangerous game
Impression.
as she's calling my name. You're such a master in disguise.
De-essing because I say
I know your heart is cold as ice. You're
Another
counting
compressor.
all the sheep in disguise. Gotta be your world
Then a limiter.
alive. Everyone knows that you got ulterior motives.
And yeah, I did record like all the vocals over again, because I did post an older video on YouTube, and then it's not good enough. Like, it's got to go better, you know? So I just redid all the vocals. What is this? Oh. It's the beginning of the track. I forgot about this. I'm sorry. So this is the same chain as the solo guitar that was later in the song. Let's get into the chorus, because I know you guys are like, please, Jeff, stop talking and get to the... Okay.
Counting all the sheep in disguise. Gotta be your world alive. Everyone knows that you got ulterior motive. Tell me the truth. Every move shows that you got ulterior motive. I know it's you.
Ooh. I'm not sure. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but that chorus sounds like really good. Like I tried to make it sound as good as I can, and with an extra couple of elements, I think, you know, it's like the little cherry on top. You know what I mean? That's what we want. So before we get into the chorus, this is basically where the, you know, where it comes in. So try to get it very close, line up the drums. I was surprised that I found a clap that sounds very similar, but it works. I mean, that's really close. Give me a cookie right now, like cookie. And then I followed the bass pattern, which learning these parts didn't take too long, but getting them just right to the song was a bit of a challenge, but I managed to get to it. Yeah, and I love the part to this because I kind of exaggerated it with the guitars. I wanted to like layer it, you know, so I added more guitars over it. Not that part, this. And I just love that tone right there. I was trying to find the right guitar tone that works with it. And I think it paid off really well. So before we get right into the chorus, there's one more thing I need to, yeah, there's also this, oh my goodness, I have so many things on my screen. This was another preset within that plugin I picked. And it's kind of, it's really hard to make out things in the original version. Like I can make out the drums, the bass, the vocals, but like everything in between that, it's like I know there's synths, but what exactly are they using? So you can hear the melody behind his vocal. And so I was just trying to get close to the original as I could. Sorry about that. Also, this is in here. Oh, and this too. That's just the kind of, I don't know what that was for, but
Everyone knows that you got ulterior motive. Tell me the truth. Every move shows that you got ulterior motive.
balls. I'm so insecure. Hold on. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. You look good, by the way. And that was added in. I don't even know if that was actually in the original version. Because you can hear it more in the synth than the, like, I can't even tell if there's a guitar in there at all. But I'm pretty sure there is. It's just the quality is so. But you can definitely hear a synth in the background, like going. Burp, burp. And if I even like split this with like, if I extract the stems out of this, like, it's like you can't even tell. Yeah, that's funny. But in this version that I found on YouTube, listen. So you see how there's like guitar in there? You can hear it more clearly. So that's why I was like, oh, I like that. Maybe I should add my guitar in there. how he enhanced it in a way that made it accentuate the sounds like that. But it's kind of cool. From there, I took it and, you know, basically added my own guitar part. And then over here we have more chords. Oh, also a little bit of flanges to kind of help. So maybe before I upload it to Spotify, maybe I'll just enhance it a bit more, maybe bring it up just so it has more of the 80s feel. Because right now it sounds more like a rock 80s song, but you know, that's just me saying things. And then this little here, that's just here every once in a while. That sounds so good. All right, and then the vocals. Let's solo the vocals out. So of course, like in the version, you could hear two vocals, not just one. The main vocal, but you hear a higher vocal. Everyone knows. It's just there, but
Everyone knows that you got ulterior motive.
Okay, let me layer that.
Everyone knows that you got ulterior motive. Tell me the truth.
I'm surprised my vocal can like go that high, because clearly I have a deep voice, sure, but I've been singing more towards the higher register of my voice, trying to, you know, get used to doing it so I don't break my tones or whatnot. I'm very impressed with how well I've pulled through after 22 hours of doing stuff.
Everyone knows.
I mean, those layers come in strong.
Everyone knows that you got ulterior motive. Tell me the truth. Every move shows that you got ulterior motives. I know it's you. Ooh, oh, ooh, 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 oh, ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, 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 oh.
This was like, I think, dang, what came first? Because like, it's like a really cool section of the song, because it kind of just resolves, you know, it's like a refrain. It just resolves back into the verse. I think I added that before I even did the whole first verse, just to see if I can get a feel for what comes after the song, what comes after the section. Oh yes, this is here to kind of separate the mono from the stereo. So you'll hear. And the more I played guitar parts for this, the more I just kind of got into the track. I kind of liked the track when I first heard it. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, you know. Didn't think too much of it. Little did I know, the more I started playing guitar, like learning the chords and things to add, like I really got into it. So I can see why an 80s song really has an effect on you. When you start to remake a song, you can see how much elements and appreciation, love, passion goes into that song. Just like any other song, but like just one in particular, just like, wow, I'm like having a moment right now, because it's like, wow, this is great. Like I'm enjoying this, and I'm excited to see how it comes out. So let's go ahead and keep moving on. I don't want to take too much of your time up.
I see through your facade, that's a crystal clear. I see you walk to the payphone. I wanna unravel mysteries, break down your walls of stone. Can't let you be on your own, 'cause I can show you what it's like.
So either this might come as a disappointment to you guys or not. I mean, really, it doesn't matter. But I did use ChatGTP to write this song. I was like, write me a song using the chorus from Everyone Knows That. And then it said, oh, sorry, we can't use a copyrighted song. Oh, yeah? Like, you found the song? Make my day. So I was like, okay, I started with the first verse, and then I was like, okay, write something that rhymes with, like, skies. Sheeps in the skies, you know? Or write something that rhymes with lies. Or something, I don't know. I mean, it wrote us like basically it wrote out like a whole song. Everything was rhyming with lies. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just use a section because I'm not gonna use the entire thing. I don't like using the same word throughout the whole song. So I see through your facade, thoughts are crystal clear.
Crystal clear, I see you walk to the payphone.
And then I added that, I see you walk to the payphone, just to kind of describe what was going on in the scene. Now that I've just kind of blown her cover, it's like, I know what you're up to. You got ulterior motives. Like, everyone knows what.
I wanna unravel mysteries, break down your walls of stone. Can't let you be on your own.
Unravel mysteries, break down your walls of stone. ChatGTP. Can't let you be on your own. Me. And then, cause I can show you what it's like. That's all me right here. So this is.
Oh, cause I can show you what it's like with me. Show you what love is really supposed to be. Cause you're counting all the sheep in the skies. Gotta be well alive.
Let's talk about that part, because you guys are like, whoa. This guy just exploded in talent. For this part, it was kind of just unexpected. I was like, what if I just play chords here, but take out the drums? I don't know, maybe it'll sound cool. But I got to make it work. I have to make it like sound cool. So, starting from the top, chords. And this is what I use to do a lot of the guitar recording. I kept this one in here so I could show you guys at least what I use. And yeah, it's just like guitar rig, except it doesn't look like guitar rig, and it doesn't really. I mean, it looks almost as cool. It just looks cool in its own way. If I was minimal, I guess. But I like this. So I just kind of tweak things. I touch things until they sound the way I want to. So if I touch this, it sounds like this. It's like, that's not enough. Okay. They're just kind of like emulating an orange amp. But red, I honestly don't know. I mean, someone who knows amps really well would probably point that out pretty well. And then we have another here. My playing is a little sloppy here, but nonetheless. This is also another guitar plugin. I have a lot of guitar plugins because I play guitar. So this is another one I use just to get that sound. And then our Electrum to really give it that what else? This. So just a lot of layers, really. The more the better. Why does it sound like out of tune? That's funny. And then the crazy vocal range that I just somehow happen to have.
You're counting all the sheep in the skies. Gotta be your world and lies.
Sheesh. That's way up there, bro. And I never usually sing that high, so I had to do at least 5 or 6 takes until I got it right. And I'm not even saying that to be like, wow, you really did that many takes. It's like that least amount of takes. It could have been, guys, listen. I recorded these verses probably 3 times over, so I'm human after all. This isn't something that came easily. I mean, the hardest part of all this was probably the guitar solo. And You guys are like, what? I thought it sounded okay. We'll get there.
Everyone knows that you got a
Oh, before we, let's just make it sound a bit more lo-fi. I think you guys might appreciate this. Okay, whoa. Make it sound like decent. Jesus Christ. Okay, where's the Alteria plugin? Tape melody. You guys like, why didn't you keep it like this, bro? It's like, well, I mean, I want you to embrace how clean it sounds at first. Some kid already commented, yo, can I take this and make it sound low quality? It's like, sure. I mean, if you want to make it sound like an Android, I don't care. We already got that right here. You already This actually might go harder than the original version, bro. Let's bring it all the way down. Let's go lower, bro. This is not enjoyable whatsoever. I'm sorry, guys. Let's continue because we're getting off track. Not bad. Considering it's... Oh, gosh, man. Alright, let's just backtrack. Because I'm not like an amazing guitar player. Okay, I'm not John Mayer. I'm not like some guy you've never heard of that's insane. I just play chords and improvise every once in a while. Like, I'm decent. So this was like a challenge. First of all, it was like figuring out what I am going to play. Because I didn't have like anything else to listen to. And then like getting that to sound as good as I can. So this probably took about 45 minutes to get perfect. I mean, at least the way I want. I probably could have been better, but I'm pretty sure over here there's like 1 million recordings of that guitar somewhere. I'm not even sure where it is. Like I honestly don't know. I mean, it took so many tries until I got it right. So, but surprisingly, I made everything else sound okay. So, like all the other guitars sound pretty good to me. But that's just because I can play those parts easier. So, without all this. Of course, I like tried to select the most 80s sounding like thing I could find, so I turned this chorus up to really give it that effect. Yeah. Wait, is this another? Oh, that's different. Let me backtrack a little bit because there are some a bit more new renditions. I'm so disorganized. And then after that, we resolve with one more chorus to kind of stretch it out, like most songs usually do, and then kind of added my own ad-libs, within here every now and then.
Everyone knows that you got tell me the truth. Everyone shows that you got I know it's you.
Taking out this vocal, like this is like the most badass part of the song, bro. So let me just amplify the volume a little bit and give you a taste of what I mean. Cool. And then after that, the song just finishes out. Jeez, every time I zoom in, it zooms out. Every time. So yeah, after that, I basically kind of finish it out with simple chords. And then I do a little fade out down here. Well, it's supposed to fade out, but it didn't do that. So maybe because I deleted the plugin, but it's supposed to fade out. But yeah, that's that is the whole track, man. Let's see. I don't think I missed anything. I honestly don't know, but I definitely want to let me highlight a couple more things that I think maybe we missed. So this vocal is running into another plug in that kind of echo stuff.
Such a master in disguise. I know your heart is cold as ice. Such a master in disguise.
Just adding a bit of delay to it.
I know your heart is cold as ice.
And then a bit of reverb.
I know your heart is cold as ice.
And then I think I ran all my vocals through that chain. So, the bass guitar record. So this is what I use to get that crunchy bass tone. This is the same company that other one I showed you, Electrum. I really like the company, the plugin company. So, of course, I went with them. I just can't think of anything else. I know you guys want to see me break down more of it, but honestly, I feel like I hit everything. And I definitely want to read some YouTube comments so we can kind of, be on the same page. Because, I always pay attention. So here it is. There's a lot, I'm glad that this got a lot of mixed reactions. More so, of course, everybody loved it, but I'm seeing that this got a lot of mixed reactions as well. So I'll just read through a couple of them and, just, give my opinion on things. Willing to happily accept this as the original version. Thank you. Because there was a lot of comments saying, wow, dude, this is like the best one by far. I'm like, well, I knew it was only a matter of time before I was like, you know what? Maybe, like, a lot of people know me for, like, being really good at what I do. So, as you can see. But, like, doing this would have been like, nah, man. Seal the bag. We definitely gotta put this. I gotta go above and beyond to make sure this is as good as it is, so you guys can accept it as being maybe the best. I don't know. That's like a very humbling feeling, I'd say. So, and then we got this Carl, this theory here. Carl is time traveling. Downloaded it, created it. However, he's unable to. He just don't. Which I really hope that's not the case. I really hope there's an actual version of the song out there, right? Shout out to the 7-year-old scientist that loves this song. Serious talent. The Reddit people. Yeah, I did post this on Reddit. And it got, I just didn't read the rules. So, like, when you post something, you gotta, like, make sure you know what you're tagging and reading. Like, I didn't catch up. So as soon as I posted, it's like, okay, maybe it'll be there for, like, maybe an hour or so. I don't know. And then, like, I got taken down within, like, an hour. So, yeah, there's that comment. Bro doesn't actually know. Yeah, I do. I wish I didn't. Let's look for the critique comments. Oh, and by the way, you guys want it on Spotify. The OG file of copyright. Yeah, imagine this is the best version so far. Like, this version is so close that when the version is actually found and posted on YouTube, it gets copyrighted by my version. I'm like, bro, I do not want to be a part of that. Instrumental version, there is an instrumental version. I will post it right here in the description so you guys don't miss that. Here's the guy that asked, would you be okay with, ran through audio faders to give it a little, go for it, bro. Just credit me, of course. You can call it whatever you want and then credit me. This one kind of caught me off guard. It might even end up being better than the original. It's like, bro, we don't even have the entire original song. So, I'm not gonna hold you to that. I prefer that version over my version, but I'm glad that my version is making you think like that. So, thank you. Yeah, maybe it'll be popular. I mean, it's at 13,000 views. Like, I uploaded this 2 weeks ago, and then I posted the older version a month ago. So, like, it's already catching up. That one has 14,000. So that's pretty impressive. Where's the critique comments? I saw a critique. Oh, let me address this. Is it possible to get the FLP for this masterpiece? Sorry. So you know how hard I worked on this. I can't just like, oh, here you go. Here's just give you the FLP. I broke this down just so you can see what I did, and there's a lot of details in here. I mean, it's pretty simple. EQ stuff, compress stuff, add guitar plugins. I mean, it's really a matter of how to mix it and have the right sound selection, getting it close to the original as possible. Well, it's most certainly not perfect. I agree. I am beyond astounded. Phenomenal job bringing this back to life. Well deserved like. Why did I talk like that? The Modus Project, that's the girl that wrote the song, right? Her version is a lot different, but I like her version too. Imagine if we collabed. Right? In my opinion, I would have given the rhythmic guitar a bit more protagonism in the chorus. That's an interesting word choice because I never hear that for a guitar choice. But I brought it up in the instrumental version, so if you guys check that out, you'll see that I posted this comment and brought it up. If you hope you don't mind, I re-uploaded this onto my channel and overlaid the original EQ where appropriate, just testing the waters. All right, bro. Test the waters carefully, because there's a lot of hoax out there like, oh, we found snippets of the actual song, and then it's just like the same one, but it's like a version taken off YouTube and thrown through audio filters to make it sound like an Android played it. Like, guys, we get it, okay? So now it's time to make an AI voice of an Ike. Imagine, bro, someone takes my voice and does AI. I think I saw a comment earlier saying we should take your voice and make it AI. Maybe we should. What? This is awesome, but can you do a version that doesn't say counting sheep in the skies? That does sound weird, but it's like, I'm so used to it. Like, what else should I say? Counting in my sleep in the sky. I'm going up a steep hill in the sky. No, it just doesn't work. My brain is gonna break. Apparently the Discord is going crazy when they found out my version. I tried to join and wow. It's so much fun trying to get into the Discord. But you know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that. Bro cooked, of course, and you know that's what I do. You just discovered it today? Well, oh, my bad. There's a ghoulie right here. I really got confused with the Motives project. I don't like just sit here all day and listen to all the songs. Like I just check them out, you know? Oh, here's a comment. Guys, check this. It's a great cover, but sadly gives absolutely zero 90s, 80s vibes. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's like, I'm trying to get it close to the 80s sound, but it sounds very clean, so I can see what you're trying to get, you know, I see what you're trying to say, but sometimes I just think, are people tone deaf, or is it just them thinking, maybe it just needs to sound more like the original, which I try to do my best on. I'm gonna just keep looking until I find another. Guitar is way off in the chorus. It's the overdrive effect. It should be a clean funk with the, let's see, the chorus. First of all, in the original version, you can barely even hear guitar, so clearly this is just subjective criticism. It's 900 subs is crazy. This is the most talented people I've seen. Stop. First of all, we just passed 1,000, so thank you. This is my way of thanking you, just giving you guys this. And of course, putting me on Spotify, Apple Music. The little breakdown at the 156, he's talking about the ooh, ooh, ooh. There's my boy Hendrik. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on pedestal like that. My triple chin jiggled, my face cheeks flopped, my belly rolled, and my fat legs kicked in the air, and I vibed. Let's go ahead and just heart this. You guys can go ahead and like that comment. Come on, we need more. Good job. Oh my God, good. I'm glad you guys really like this. Here it is. Everything from the production to the vocal style places this more as a modern pop sound. You know what I mean? Now I see why, you know, it makes sense. It's like, okay, I understand. Yeah, you sound just like Steve Lace. I wish I knew. Cool. I just brushed through some of them, but I definitely want to highlight some of the critiques, but some of the comments that you guys made, and you know, I just pay attention. So, that is the entire breakdown, to my knowledge, of this song. Everything from scratch, 22 hours and whatever minutes, but of course, touching it, I added an hour onto it because I still got some tweaks to make before it hits the stores. Yeah, if you guys like the video, go ahead, subscribe, share with people, listen to my Spotify. I got tons of other stuff that does not sound like anything like the 80s. This was just something I wanted to do for fun, and I thought I could make some traction, maybe revive some hope, and some people to be like, oh, this is a good version. Maybe this will be the close one. This might be the one. Please, somebody. Yeah, follow my socials, Instagram. I'm kind of social media detoxing. My next upload on YouTube might be another breakdown video. I was already doing breakdown videos, so this one was just like a special edition. A special thanks, it's 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, I'm gonna continue my track breakdowns of the songs I've already released. Right now, I'm going to get into the Neverly Hills breakdown. So that's all the songs I did last year in an EP. I'm just gonna break them down and kind of go over it kind of the same way I did with this. So surprised you guys made it here this long. If you enjoy listening to me talk, I am a humor person. I am a humorous. I'm a humorous person, humor bone. I am a humorous. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. I will see you guys in the next video if you stick around and listen to me do stupid shit all day. So, all right. Bye.